The reason we can't follow our own advice is because we have intellectualized the problem and we haven't carried out the emotional work. You can intellectually understand your problem all you want, but that is not the same as actually doing the emotional work, being able to deal with your own emotions, having the capacity to sit with them. You can intellectualize a problem all you want, but those are just abstract concepts and things that haven't yet been tested against the real world or real sensations, real ways your body and mind will react in given situations. You can think of your thoughts as just models you create in your mind to better conceptualize and understand the world. But then you have to go out there and put those models to the test and gain information by feeling your emotions, by paying attention to your emotions. And then this gives you true wisdom, and this gives you true courage and a capacity to act in a way which you want to act. So most people are level 99 in their intellectualization. We live in a really cerebral society. Everybody thinks everything through and everyone overthinks. Everyone's just at home thinking. But less people are kind of acting and then paying attention to the information that is present in their body. So your emotions are information. They're trying to communicate something to you. And once you can get your emotional intelligence in the sense of your capacity to be and sit with emotions, when you can get that up to 99, level 99 as well, you'll have level 99 intelligence and you'll have level 99 emotional capacity. And what that means is you will become someone who can actually do what they say they want to do. And this is it. This is simply the difference between someone who can do stuff that they want to do, someone who can take their own advice, and someone who can't. It's your ability and your capacity to be with your emotions. Okay, how do you level up this capacity to be with your emotions? How do you start balancing out those two sides of wisdom? How do you get your emotional capacity to the same level as your intellectual capacity? The way you do this is by experimenting and being mindful when you're in a situation that triggers a certain emotional response. You want to sit. So think of it like this. You go to, let's say, maybe a social gathering and you feel quite anxious. You go there and you feel that anxiety, and maybe you're leaving now and you felt this anxiety, you kind of were just lost in your thoughts and you're leaving. You want to pay attention to what your body is feeling. So you want to be present with this anxiety. You don't want to run away from it. You need this kind of direct transmission of information from body to mind, in a sense, even though they're the same thing, but just for clarity, to body to mind. You have to sit with it, and simply sitting with it gives your brain the information it needs to better organize itself, better organize reality, and just integrate all of those emotions into you. Weirdly enough, and if you're at the beginning of this journey, you're probably not going to appreciate this, the beginning of emotional work, but you always know what to do. And your body, your mind, your intuition always knows which direction to take you for the most growth, for the most acceptance, and for the most love and happiness. And this isn't some woo-woo claim. Like this, when you put it into practice, this is actually just what ends up happening in a very pragmatic, practical way. If you sit with your emotions, you'll find that sitting with your emotions always leads to the best outcome possible. I know it sounds crazy. It's almost like it's some miraculous design of the universe that always sitting with your emotions always leads to the best outcome. It's crazy. I don't know how it works. It kind of feels like magic, but it is the case. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can just experience it yourself. Sit with your emotions, sit with your anxiety, with your fear, with your guilt, with your shame, and see how your body is reacting and just accept it and just let it be as it is and see what happens to those emotions as you're just sitting with them. See how they come up, see what parts of your body they come up in, see the thoughts that it generates, but don't get lost in those thoughts. Very important to stay grounded in the physical sensations. Anyways, that's a quick insight that I wanted to share. Hopefully this helped, and this is just so important. And it's something that took a while to click for me. This importance of emotional work, not just intellectualizing everything, because you know exactly what you need to do. You know how to solve your problems and probably the problems of others. You probably give great advice to your friends, but you need to be able to take your own advice. So you need to be able to build that strength from within. So that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed. And for now, peace and love.